Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to tell you the difference between analytical scale and electronic scales. Okay, so when we're talking about scales in the lab, mostly in the lab, okay, this is going to be about cosmetic formulation in the lab. So when we talk about scale, we talk about the tool we use to measure our ingredients, right? So we use it to measure ingredient for cosmetic formulation. Okay, so in this video I'm going to tell you the best type of scales that you should have in your home lab or cosmetic formulation lab. Okay, number one thing is that you have to be careful of regular scales that's on the market. I've been trying to make this video for a while, but today I'm taking advantage of the opportunity to inform you all. So in every lab you should have at least electronic scale. You ask me, why do I need electronic scale? Okay, before I talk about it, let me talk briefly about the two types of scale that are very popular in the lab. The number one is analytical precision scale. Okay, analytical precision scale are scales you use to measure like small amount, like sometimes 0.001 gram or even 0.00 or up to 5 decimal or even more than that, less than that, right? Gram. Some even comes in I think some come even lower than this, so we don't work with that, we work with grams. So that's why I'm talking about this right now. So that is called analytical scale. Analytical scale are so expensive. So as you grow in your formulation journey, I always encourage that you get yourself an analytical scale. So if you cannot invest in high-end analytical scale, you can start with lower end one that start with 0.1, at least 0.1 gram. Okay, so in my next video I'm going to tell you more about these 2 grams and why you should have both of them in your home formulation lab or cosmetic formulation lab. So basically we have electronic scale. Okay, you have electronic scale versus analytical scale. So you ask me analytical scale, you ask me which one should I get as a cosmetic formulator. You know, I'm just starting up, I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on scale. So what you should do is you start with electronic scale, electronic precision scale. They are more fast and straightforward, okay, and the result is always very accurate, especially when you're using a brand that's trusted. I'm going to tell you more about this brand in my next video, so stay tuned for that. So electronic precision scale most of the time start with 0.1 and it can go all the way to sometimes 30 kg. If you are working with a good brand, you should be able to get it. But the lower this amount is, the more expensive your scale is. Okay, analytical scales, they are the scale you use to measure tiny amounts of ingredients. Okay, most of those scales are usually very expensive, and oftentimes they come in a shelf-like one that's going to cover this, because analytical scales are very sensitive to light, to wind, so you want to minimize the amount of wind. So that's why they come in form of they have a form of covering, and they're usually small, very tiny, not like this. So that's why if you take measurement like 0.0001, 0.0, you need an analytical scale, and that is very expensive. But for cosmetic formulation, you necessarily do not. But if you are making pharmaceutical products, you will need that, okay? But in cosmetic formulation, you are okay with a scale that starts with 0.1. You are good, okay? Depending on what you are also formulating though, so keep that in mind. Also, some cosmetic formulator do have 0.00 amount of ingredient in their formulation. In that case, you will need an analytical scale, but that is not for this video. So basically, most formulator, home-based formulator, what you need is electronic precision scale that start with 0.1. And you know, another way you can save your money, okay, is to get 2 scales, just like I have here. I'm going to talk about these 2 scales in my next video. So what you can do, you can get 2 types of electronic scale they call it electronic balance. Okay, basically it's called balance because these scales are very, very accurate. I mean, very, very reliable and precise. They are not like most of the scales that we see all over. So if you've seen my previous scale, you know that I recommend that based on, you know, when you're just starting out, you're just practicing. But when you're making product to sell, you need at least these two scales. And I'm going to tell you more about this particular brand in my next video. So get yourself electronic scale. You can get two. One will be smaller amount, like 0.1 to up to 400 or more. And the other one, you can get another electronic scale. You can get from 1 gram all the way to precision scale. Okay, mostly they are better when they are less than 10,000. When they are around 8,200 grams, that's fine. Okay, so but if you want, you can also go as far as 30 kg. That's electronic precision scale. They are very accurate, especially when you are using a good brand. So I hope this video has been of help to you. So in quick recap, is the analytical scale are very, very extremely sensitive. When you are taking smaller amounts, you need tiny bit amount of ingredients, you need an analytical scale. If you do not have an analytical scale that can take up to 0.5 decimal places, you may want to invest in it as your cosmetic formulation business grows, right? So that's one you want to. They can even read up to, you know, mg, 0.1 mg all the way to 0.01 mg, right? Not gram in most cases. So they are powerful, but it's just that they are wind sensitive. That's why they come in they come with covered. Okay, and they are always little tiny because you're taking small amounts. So when you're using precision scale, like I have here, these are two precision scale I always recommend, and don't worry, I'm going to tell you about them and where you can get them. I'm going to link them in another video that I'm going to do. So basically that's about it for this video. So we have two types of scale. We have analytical scale, we have electronic scale. What should you get? You should go for electronic scale because analytical scale are very, very expensive. But if you can afford them, you can search for analytical scale. But there are some that I'm going to recommend for you in my next video, so stay tuned for that. So as a cosmetic formulator, please do not get regular scale. Go for electronic balance scale. They usually call them electronic, sometimes precision scale, electronic balance scale, and so on. Just make sure, okay, you go for electronic balance scale. They are very good for you, fast and accurate. A lot of emotion, they are failing because you are taking wrong measurement, you are using wrong scale. So if you used to use some scale that perhaps I recommended for you in the past, you may want to upgrade now when you are making beauty products to sell. I have a scale here that I think I recommended a while back. It's based when you do not have much, you know, right now you want to go for something like this. But when you are making your product to sell, right, it's not preferred for making product to scale. These are just pocket scale. There's nothing like precision or balance on them because they cannot never put balance on them because they're just regular pocket scale. If you are selling your product to the public, make sure you go for electronic balance. So let's go to the next video. In my next video, I'm going to talk to you about recommended electronic balance scale that you should have in your lab. Okay, so let's jump to the next video. So don't forget to click subscribe button and the notification icon. If you are a cosmetic formulator, this is a channel for you. I teach a lot, even though some things are what you may expect that I don't give, but the information that I have on this channel, if you go through all of them, trust me, you'll be one of the best formulators online in the world. So just give all this information for free. Don't take them for granted. Just make sure you keep them in mind. So that's about it for this video. Click that subscribe button and notification icon to be notified of my next video. In my next video, I'm going to recommend these two for you. I'm going to tell you what they are and where you can get them. Okay, so thank you so much for watching.